Hello, welcome back to Harvest and Home UK. My name's Claire, and if you're new here, my channel is all about growing my own food over at my allotment and at home in my cottage kitchen garden, and how I grow it, cook it and store it. There is nothing more exciting than getting that phone call from an allotment site when you've been on the list for ages to say, we've got an allotment to show you. And I just wanted to run through a few red flags that you need to look out for. I've broken it down into 3 parts, so grab a cuppa and let's get stuck in. So red flags for new allotment plot holders. Number 1, site, infrastructure and security. Number 2, physical plot condition. And number 3, personal management capacity. So number 1, site, infrastructure and security. No on-site water, lack of taps nearby and hose pipe restrictions are all things that you need to be looking out for. This will mean that it's awkward to keep your plot hydrated during the summer, and you'll need to think about how you're going to have that water collection system in place. You need to be looking at high crime rates. So it is worth having a good look around for any signs of vandalism. Discuss shed break-ins and theft. It may mean that you're going to need to take all of your tools home with you every single time you go backwards and forwards to the plot. Poor site management. A neglected site with no active committee and excess vacant plots with no clear rules can lead to really antisocial behaviour. So they're all things that you need to be taken into consideration. Number 2 on the list is physical plot condition. So it's really good to have a little look around a plot and really get an idea of what you're actually looking for. Definitely check out where the sun is hitting the plot at different times of the day, and if you can, spend a good few hours there just to really get an idea. Persistent weed infestation is the main problem. So plots covered in bindweed, couch grass, mare's tail, brambles. It all indicates hours and hours of back-breaking work and years of management to clear. It's not undoable, but it will take a lot of your time. So I've been caught out with that before, and it's quite demoralising. So excessive rubbish. So old carpets, tyres, broken glass, rubble, they're often buried quite low, making clearing difficult and quite hazardous. Don't forget, if you find all of those things on your plot, you need to get rid of it. No one else is going to take care of that for you. So yeah, it's just one thing to be looking out for, really. So the next thing then is soil quality and the drainage. Soil that is heavily waterlogged in winter or appears dead or clay heavy can restrict your plant growth. So look for signs of water pooling when you're walking around. It's just one of those things. It can be rectified, but then again, that is going to take a lot of your time. Shade and overhanging trees. So obviously shade, there are some plants that are shade tolerant. Some of them love a little bit of shade, so that's a good thing to look out for. But you really want to be looking out for big trees that are going to block the sun out for most of the day. A lot of them will have really large, really intricate root systems, and that can steal the water from your crops, making your cultivation a lot more difficult. So that is a really big one to look out for. Number 3, personal management capacity. So sometimes when you are going to have a look for plots, that you can be offered half plots or full plots. So you really do need to think about how much time that you have got to commit to an allotment. Sometimes overwhelming size can be very difficult to take care of. Taking on a full-size plot, often about 250 square metres, is a red flag for beginners, as it requires intense, consistent work, often leading to burnout. You really don't want to be overwhelmed with absolutely everything and then really start despising your growing journey. It's meant to be enjoyable, so always start off small and then work your way up if you can. So time constraints is another one. If you can't commit to at least 2 hours a week more in the spring and summer, the plot will quickly become a source of stress rather than the enjoyable growing journey that it is. So yeah, make sure you're thinking about things like that, because it does take time. I have got some other videos on time management and things like that, but it really can be enjoyable. If you like being over there, then that's fantastic, and if it's somewhere that you really want to go, then that is great. But don't underestimate how long it's going to take you to do these things, especially when you're taking over your first plot. Once you've got into the rhythm of it for a bit, it'll be okay, but the first couple of years sometimes does feel a bit like overwhelming. So things to take away from this, really you want to be checking your committee members, checking the invasive vegetation, large mature trees, Japanese knotweed or excessive brambles. These all indicate massive clearing projects. You also want to be looking out for unusable structures, so rotten sheds, collapsing greenhouses, dumped rubbish left by previous tenants. See if those sorts of things can be cleared before you go there. So poor sunlight, plots that are shaded by massive tall trees or big buildings that are next door will be really difficult to grow on. I know when you get offered a plot, it is so exciting, and it really is. It's the best thing ever. We absolutely love our plot, but if a plot is completely covered in head-high weeds and you've got limited time, these are all major red flags. It's often better to wait for a better managed or cleaner plot to take on than an unmanageable one, depending on your time constraints. I really hope that this has helped you to figure out what you want from a plot, or even just give you some questions to write down to take with you to your viewing. If you've enjoyed this video, please do think about subscribing. I do weekly vlogs on what I've been getting up to at my plot and at home. I hope to see you soon. Take care.